Hello and welcome to another video tutorial. My name is Will Hogan. Today we're going to look at how to navigate between JFrames in Java using the Netbeans IDE. You can use Eclipse, but you will need to go onto the Eclipse Marketplace and download one of the window builder plugins. I use Netbeans myself. When you install Netbeans, the Swing package comes pre-installed as well. So, very simple quick tutorial. We have a JFrame navigation project open. We've created that. I've also created a JFrame package. When we highlight it and right click, we want to create two new JFrames. So we're going to go New, JFrame Form, and in this, let's be original and call it JFrame A. Click Finish. We can click on this here, yeah, and select the JFrame package again, right click, and another JFrame form. And guess what? We're going to be even more creative and say JFrame B. Great. Click Finish. Now we have our two JFrames. Not a lot of functionality in them at the moment, but we do have them. Straight away what I want to do is I want to right click on the actual frame. Left click first to highlight it, and you see this red line. When you see the red border on the inside, it means it's highlighted. Right click on it. I want to go to Properties. I want to go to Code. And I want to go to Generate Resize Code. And that simply is going to make things a lot easier. It centers the JFrame, as I'll show you in a moment. Code, generate, resize code, perfect. When we run it, our JFrame should be dead center of the screen. Great. Not a lot of functionality there at the moment. That's our basic JFrame. Click X to close the JFrame. Now we want to add a label and a button to each one of our JFrames. So we're going to go ahead to our palette, which is over here. These are our swing controls, and we can put in a label and button. We want to right click on the label, highlight it first, left click, then right click and edit text, and we're going to call this the name of the actual frame, which is JFrame A. On our button we're going to say go to JFrame B, because that's where we want to go. We want to navigate to JFrame B. Excellent. We're going to select these two elements, right click, we're going to copy them, head over to JFrame B, right, make sure we've the frame selected, right click and paste, and there we go. There's our two elements copied and pasted in. We just need to edit the text. And again, I know you can rename your variables whatever way you want, but just for the sake of this tutorial, just to make it a bit easier, we'll just copy and paste. So we'll say go back on this button. Great. Good idea, by the way, to control save as you go along, or control save all, whichever way you want to do it. Just that if there's little problems as you go along, it's easier to pick them up. Okay, so now we want to add some functionality, because I mean, if we run at this stage, there isn't a lot happening with the JFrame itself. When we click on the button, nothing happens because we haven't told it to do anything yet. So let's go ahead now and add some functionality. If you double click on the button, it will automatically, Java will automatically, or Netbeans will automatically create an event for our method for that double click. So it just so happens that we have an action performed method that has been launched by double clicking on that. Now we want to add some functionality so that when we click on that button, it's going to do something. So what do we want it to do? We want to navigate to JFrame B. So we want to, and again, I'm going to be talking a bit about object-oriented here, but object-oriented programming, but I'm not going to get into too much of it. Just briefly explain what's going on. We want to get the name of the frame we want to navigate to, which is JFrame B. So we want to create an object of that called frame, or you can say F, whichever way you like. Let's say frame, and it's equal to new JFrame B. And then we want then to use that object that we've just created called frame, and we want to use that to launch the new frame. So what do we want? We want set visible to true. That's it. It's as simple as that. Now if we save that and run it up here, we see nothing visually has changed, but when we click on the Go to Frame B button, it launches the frame. The only problem is it has left the old frame open. We don't want that, and we don't want to manually have to go in and close the windows like that. That's just annoying. So we have two ways of doing things here. We can say dispose, which will, when we launch, when we click on the button to go to frame B, it will close this frame. Or we can say this, so we're talking about this JFrame, or this object, this dot set visible, and we can say to false. Either will work. When we launch it again, we now can click on this, so we navigate to frame B, and we can see in the background it has closed JFrame A for us. Now we don't have any functionality on the go back button for JFrame to go back to JFrame A again, so let's work on that. And again, it's very, very simple. We can make it easier by just copying that. We can go over to JFrame B. Again, we double click on the button to launch the event. I don't like this in here, so I'm going to just take that out. Control V, copy paste. Great. And now we want to just change where we want to go. So now we want to go back to JFrame A. So we're going to say it's equal to a new JFrame A. We can call the object the same because it's it's encapsulated here inside this function and this method. So it's fine to have the same name. We can say frame.set visible to true and this set visible to false. Great. So then when we run it, we can say we have our frame. We say go to JFrame B, click on that, and then go back. Great. And all the time it has closed the old frame behind us. So no matter what we do, we still only have the current frame open. And that is basically it with regards to navigation in with GUIs in using the Netbeans IDE. So that's kind of it. I'd like to thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, you can post at the bottom of the you can post your comments at the bottom of the post. And until next time, thanks for watching.